On August 6, 2026, GitHub shipped Kimi K3, an open-weight model, inside GitHub Copilot. Then, hours later, GitHub paused the rollout to mitigate an unrelated GitHub Actions incident. If your model picker doesn't show it yet, here's exactly what's going on, and how to actually enable it. GitHub's changelog post announced Kimi K3 that morning. By the afternoon, the same post had an editor's note saying the rollout was paused to mitigate an incident with GitHub Actions, unrelated to the model itself. Kimi K3 is Moonshot AI's open-weight model, hosted for Copilot through Fireworks AI. GitHub describes it as frontier-level on agentic coding. But the pricing is really the interesting part, and it's rolling out across every Copilot surface, versus Code, Visual Studio, the CLI, GitHub.com, and mobile. For individual Pro, Pro Plus, and Max subscribers, Kimi K3 just shows up. For business and enterprise, it ships off by default. An org or enterprise admin has to explicitly enable it before anyone can select it. To enable it for an organization, open your organization's settings, go to Copilot under Code, Planning, and Automation in the sidebar, then click Models, not Policies. Find Kimi K3 in the list and set it to Enabled. There are two separate places this lives. Organization Settings has a Models page for org-level control. Your enterprise account has an AI Controls tab for enterprise-wide policy. Enabled for everyone, disabled for everyone, or optional, which lets individual orgs decide. If your enterprise owner has already set Kimi K3 to disabled everywhere, your org's toggle grays out and shows that inherited state. You can't override it from the org page. If you only want specific organizations to have access, use targeted model rules instead of a blanket enterprise policy. Kimi K3 is billed usage-based, not against your flat premium request allowance. $3 per million input tokens, $15 per million output tokens, and 30 cents per million cached input tokens. That output price is where long agentic coding sessions actually save money. Enable it at the org level first if you're just testing, before flipping it on enterprise-wide. Watch your cached input pricing if you're running repeated agent mode sessions against the same repo. And treat off by default as the normal pattern for every new Copilot model this year, not a one-off surprise. The most common mistakes: looking under policies instead of models, assuming you misconfigured something when it's actually the rollout pause GitHub described, and trying to override an enterprise disabled setting that's simply locked at a higher level. If the model is missing entirely, the rollout likely hasn't reached your account yet, or you're in that pause window. If the toggle is on but the picker's still empty, give it time to propagate. Past a day, check for a conflicting enterprise policy. And if you see unexpected charges, confirm which models on your models page are billed usage-based. To sum up, the org toggle lives under Settings, Copilot, Models, not Policies. The enterprise toggle lives under AI Controls. It's off by default for business and enterprise, on by default for Pro, Pro Plus, and Max. And billing is usage-based, $3 in, $15 out, 30 cents cached, per million tokens. The full written guide, with exact navigation paths and the complete pricing breakdown, is on the blog, link in the description. Subscribe for daily cloud and DevOps breakdowns.